Right, everything is now recording. So, what was that?
No, do your thing.
That meant nothing.
It did, because I was just double checking my shit's good.
I've got to do this every time that we record, Liam. So this is the calibration test. So this is how I get everything in time. And we're live. Okay.
Live, mate.
I love it. Love it.
So, on today's episode, which is episode 6, believe it or not, Ant.
I'm actually glad we're starting doing that now, because last time we were just throwing out willy-nillys out
there was just shit going everywhere.
But I'm glad you started putting the episode 6, 5, and whatever. But yeah, I'm happy about
obviously
that.
I'm carrying the show at the minute. But
Someone else do.
well, yeah, because you're not doing fuck all.
I'm not even gonna talk about it. Go on.
So on today's episode, we have got a special guest with us. He is currently known as one half of the Murphy brothers, formerly known as the kid who dances.
That tag. I forgot about that.
Snowboarder, dancer, skateboarder,
Gymnast.
dog food seller,
Oh,
dog
my
walker. He does it all. It's the man, the myth, the legend, Liam Murphy.
Yeah.
Whee!
It's an absolute pleasure to be here, by the way.
We're happy to have you, mate. We're happy to have you.
So
Hold on. I want to say sorry for Zach's fuck up today about getting everything set up. Usually, I need him on time to actually be here to do shit, and today he just wasn't pulling his weight. And
Mate,
I have to apologise for you, Tino, that just
I'm
today.
I'm getting paid. I'm not asked.
You are.
I want you to know that I'm not paying you anything.
It's not what he said.
Well, it can come out of his pockets then.
Everything else has. You prick.
You pay for WeTransfer and that's it.
That's a lot of money.
I know it is. I do.
The fact that I paid for WeTransfer, then he bought something, I was like, what, £5? And he went, can I have the rest of the money?
Wait, so you boys have got this thing going on, and who pays for everything?
I pay for most of the things. Zach, to be fair, when we started, Zach would buy and I was just sending the half of the money.
I mean, he's the maintenance man, like he was setting up.
Like we are on my property, so technically I'm paying more.
Sorry, I should threw
so
under bus.
nice
then.
one for that, Liam. Because
What is this white power now?
yeah, we're ganging up on you.
Disrespect. I'll get my balloon here.
Know your place. Anyway,
We started early.
I
Okay.
know.
Okay. Someone's drunk that, by the way.
You don't even like gin.
I know, that was hot. That was gin.
Yeah, I couldn't be bothered making a drink, so I've got this
That
out
was
of the fridge.
a nice cocktail thing in a can.
Technically, is what it is.
Well, anyways, ass. Go on.
What do you mean, go on? All right, I've lost our train of thought. So, have you prepared anything to ask?
I have, yeah. I don't know about you.
Right, so far away.
Right, go on, you first.
Not gonna lie, absolutely terrified. But you two,
Do you know what the bad thing is? We've not even talked to each other about.
I couldn't think.
We're gonna ask
Could
us.
not think of anything worse than I now than what you two know.
When he turned up, it was like, so do you and Ant know what you're gonna speak about? I was like, yeah, no, we're gonna have a quick briefing before we start, just on what we're gonna go through and stuff. We just haven't done that.
But I thought he was going to tell me to come at least 30 minutes earlier and then get him to call later on so we can actually have a little chat, but you didn't.
Well, you got here early anyway. Nonetheless, anyway,
Let's go.
so
Driving.
giving the listeners and viewers, however you're taking in the channel, Liam is one half of the Murphy brothers. So the Murphy brothers, in fact, you know what, Liam? Sell yourself to us.
Well, I am the better looking half of the members. We'll get that started. But yeah, Liam from Chorley used to be DJ in Ibiza, which is pretty wild. Got some killer stories to tell you boys if you're interested.
We most definitely are.
But yeah, no, I found myself doing sales, selling flowers and dog food, which is very very different to DJing. But yeah, it's fun, man. Selling people a dream's fun.
I'm trying to fucking sort this out. I can't be asked with your half.
It's just there was the eye contact while we were doing that was fucking mad. Like,
so what made you want to get into DJing?
well, I went to dance college in Manchester. Thought that was my dream. Thought I was going to do that for the rest of my life. And then my brother bought a pair of decks, and he used to work quite a lot, so I was at home doing fuck all as per. And I used to just go in his room all the time, jump on the decks, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. I was like, wow, I won't do this as a career. This is fucking sick. And I just completely sacked my whole life on dancing off. Like, I was so sold on dancing, and then I just literally sacked it off. I was like, yeah, I want to be a DJ now. So I booked a one-way flight with my brother to Ibiza because he previously done seasons.
Yeah.
And he'd been DJing out there. So I was like, I'm going to go over there and I'm just going to try and get my foot in the door. And I got a job being like a glass washer there. Then Andy soon realised who owns Plastic as well. Shout out Andy. Andy's an absolute G. He realised that I've got a little bit of chat, a little bit of confidence, speaking to people.
Yeah, you're a proper cheeky little puppy, weren't you?
A cheeky rascal.
Yeah.
And then he realised that very soon, and he was like, you don't need to be a glass washer, you need to be a PR. And I was like, yeah.
Yes.
So I strolled into work that next night, fucking shirt open, skinny jeans on, fucking aftershave, like her fucking part in there and shit. I was the boy that night.
I bet you fucking felt like $1 million, didn't you? Just fucking getting everyone in there.
Walked in, looked at the lad who's opening the fucking thing, glasses are too hot to touch and that. I was like, fucking sucks to be you.
Well, you was recently doing it.
Only been one day.
Not even started yet.
Yeah, literally.
Right, hold on. How far away do you want me to? Because I feel like I'm at the same distance you are right now.
Well, I'm just
but your
looking.
teeth is touching it. Mine ain't.
Listen, spend 2 seconds. Look at this.
Yeah,
Feast
look at
your
that.
eyes.
Yeah.
Look at your spikes. Look at my spikes.
Yeah. My spike is bigger because I'm blacker, and then your spike is small because you're white.
What about mine?
Yours is normal, mate. You're right.
I'm fucking wrong. Fucking hell, that was genius.
I feel you.
Yeah, want to get these levels nice. I don't have to do too much editing.
My level's nice.
Well, I don't know.
can't
It's all on
see
your
that.
phone.
Oh shit. Okay. I hope they are.
Yeah, so obviously you've gone from you started PRing, you got the chat, you're chatting to fucking every guy you see, getting him in there. You want a free shot, fucking 2 for 10 cocktails, bam, bam, bam.
That was like the basics. Like there was a time when I was talking to like some woman and some guy, and I actually convinced the guy that my dad owned Nesquik. I was like, my dad literally owns the milkshake brand Nesquik, and they were just like, fuck off, real. I was like, yeah. I was like, do you want to come and have a drink and that? It was like, yeah, of course I do. And he was well excited to be with me. Oh man, I used to talk so much shit.
My dad owns Nesquik.
Unreal, innit? I don't know how I thought that on the spot, but I did.
The
But
sort of thing you'd say on a night out, though.
Oh, I say so much shit, man. I changed my name and everything.
yeah, but who's gonna question my dad owns Nesquik?
You'd say your dad.
Someone's not gonna go. No, he doesn't.
Fuck's this.
You'd never come up with
Especially
that.
in Ibiza.
No.
Believable, isn't it?
Exactly.
And then I remember one time I got carried across the road by 30 women on a hen do. Like fucking Jesus. And Andy was looking at me like, this fucking guy, man.
So how long was you in Ibiza for?
I did 3 years, and then so I did my first year, I started glass collecting, and then I moved on to being a PR. And then there was one night where Jordan wasn't DJing, and they couldn't get cover for someone else. So I said to Andy, like, I'll do it. And he was like, can you do it though?
Yeah.
And I was like, just give me a fucking chance, like, let me do it. And I absolutely blew the fucking roof off the place. And then at the end of the summer, he was like, do you want to be the other resident?
Yeah.
So we went on to do Liam Murphy and Jordan Murphy next year. So I did 3 seasons in total. It's on my 3rd season. And then there was one night where we had like a lock-in, we had a few beers and stuff, and Andy just looked at me and Jordan was like, why are you boys not the Murphy brothers? And me and Jordan just went, why aren't we the Murphy brothers? So we just started that, and then ever since then it just went so much better than Jordan, Liam Murphy. So
Unreal. So from that, what the fuck are you smirking at?
I like it. Nah, because you know what? I've never actually heard this story. Because ever since I've known Liam, all I've known him to do was DJ, and that's literally it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I've never known what job
and
he had before.
wear leopard print t-shirts.
See, that's what I mean. I've never known what job he had before to actually hearing the story. I was actually going to ask him how did he even come up with the Murphy
God, I used to be such a fag when I was younger. Like looking back, like,
skating.
mate, some of them pictures are rough that I've got on my archive.
Lad, I was going.
Your pictures are rough.
Lad, I was going through our chats today. I was trying to find some stuff like that we can talk about and like some pictures that I can stick up there.
Mate, that.
And lad, some of the shit we used to do was ridiculous. We're not going to get into it
And
right
where?
now. And where?
And where?
And
You wore some really skinny fucking
Anthony, you
jeans.
used to wear Jesus bracelets all the way up to your elbow.
I'm Christian, bro. What do
Yeah,
want
and
me
you
to
didn't
do?
buy a single one.
I didn't. You gotta represent, bro. What the fuck are you talking about?
You used to look like Labyrinth.
Mate, I remember.
Lucky man.
I used to have like a rainbow fucking Jesus bracelet, and everyone was like, "What the fuck did
Bro,
you get
I was
that?
trying to collect every single one.
Yeah, and I was like, it's fucking limited edition, this bad boy. It was sick.
UK culture in like the
Sick.
2014 was insane.
Yeah, it was
I
sick.
fuck with that.
So obviously, DJing, the Murphy brothers are a thing now. I'll say now, still are. Moving on to the next big step in the Murphy brothers' career was getting signed to Defected.
Yeah.
So
Oh shit! Hold on a minute. I didn't even know you got signed.
you're supposed to move your fucking head from that.
So
my finger's calm.
we won like a competition. So we was in the studio and we drank a full bottle of rum and we seen this competition for Defected.
Yeah.
And the entry was if you record like an hour mix, you can win like a residency doing like a few gigs in Ibiza and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we just looked at each other. We thought like. We're deep now into this bottle of rum, like let's just record a mix and see what happens. So we just banged this mix out. I didn't even remember anything I did, like nothing I did. And then we got an email saying like you're through to the next round.
Yeah.
And then that mix got sent to a few of the resident DJs that Defected. We got Roger Sanchez, who's a fucking god. Like he literally, like when he DJs, he plays on like 6 decks at once. So I was like 6 tracks going at once, crazy. Then we got through to the next round where we had to record like a live video of a different set. What we did in Warrington, and then we was in Tenerife, sat around the pool when it was being streamed on YouTube, and then we just got the phone call saying that we won.
Is it?
So we were like getting, like we got flown to be for like we got to the airport. There's a guy with like a sign saying the Murphy Brothers. Like we got in like a bus to the club, and then we played to like I think it was like something like 8,000 people. It was fucking nuts.
How long ago was this?
I think this was like 2 or 3 years ago. I think
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it was
Something
about
like-
2-3 years ago.
we did it 3 times now. I've twice or 3 times.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
It was sick.
Like, how
Yeah.
was you feeling when that came up and you're like, oh shit, we won?
Like it was like the most least expected thing because I was at Holly's house and my brother rang me and was like, "Lad, we fucking won," and I was like, "What?" Like, what? I completely forgot what we were on about, and he was just like, "I was like, what do you mean?" He was like, "We've won the Defect competition," and it was something like there were 6 winners and there was something like 100,000 people enter it, and we won. And we were just like, "What the fuck?" And then we just went from there. And we got a few like emails, like bookings and that. It was
I
sick.
was about to
Yeah.
say, would you say that was like the peak of your career taking off?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Like that feeling of arriving at the airport and having like a driver and stuff, and having like them asking you what you want, your rider and all that kind of shit. Like,
that kind of
yeah, that
got
was
some Henny in that
nut
bitch.
shit. Yeah, like I used to always get like a bottle of tequila and just fucking drink all of it. Do you know what I mean?
Sick, that.
It was
Yeah.
very sick. It was like a dream come true. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And I heard you did like a part in like a snowboarding area.
Yeah, we had a residency at the Faraday in Verbier in Switzerland.
Yeah, I want to hear some shit about that.
Oh
Yeah,
mate,
the parties, bro.
that place is Ibiza and Verbier like my favourite place. I can't decide between the two.
Yeah.
They're both completely different, but like the people over in Switzerland, like they're into music.
Is it?
Like you could
Oh, they
literally,
like the fucking house down there, don't
yeah,
they?
you could literally drop like a track that no one's ever heard before, and if it sounds good,
Yeah.
they're like, this is fucking sick.
Every
Legit.
video that I've ever seen that you've put on your Instagram and
Oh,
stuff,
mate.
it looks like it's absolutely going off.
It was the dream. Like so you play upstairs, and then you'd play like 9 till 12 in the place called Lounge. But it's not like a lounge at all. Like it's people on tables, like punching like lamps and like taking the tops off in like ski gear, like everyone's having it. And then you go downstairs to South, it's open until 4 in the morning. And it's like this low ceiling little club, and it's like got the biggest sound system. But it's like sick. Like going snowboarding all day, then just coming DJ at night is the dream.
That's what I'm thinking. That'll be amazing. That.
The dream.
It is insane that sort of lifestyle. But obviously, I feel like I'm just sort of like leading this because I know all the
Are
stories
you
and
mad?
stuff. No, just 1 second. Obviously,
Don't
your
ever
time.
Get up. Hey.
Your time over in Switzerland. Obviously, I know you've been snowboarding and stuff, and I don't remember his name that you told me, but the skier, and you've obviously you've been snowboarding every day while you've been out there, and you've took a nasty slam with this skier.
Oh, lad.
What's the story? Tell us.
I literally was going like off piece, and by this point, like I was literally at one with the snow. Do you know what I mean? Like I could see like hits, like jumps, and think I'm gonna fucking send that, regardless of if I'm gonna land it or not. And I went up, like, I was doing jumps where I go, like, 10 feet off the ground doing, like, grabs and shit. So I was like, and I see this little jump off piece, and I was like, I can handle that. And I remember going down, I went up, I just over-rotated, and I was facing directly forward. And I just looked down, and thought, I'm absolutely scorpioning this, 100%. Oh, next thing I know, it's just all white. My goggles, like I do like this barrel roll, and I just feel my knee pull, like stretch, because it's off piece snow and powder. Like when the board gets stuck behind it, it was like a yank
just like
pain,
a breaking feeling.
And I just said he's called Ruben, the guy, and that's fucking so funny. And I just said to my lad, like, my knee does not feel right here, like really fucking bad. And I remember him, he just turned around and glanced at me, and he was like high shit at the time, and he was like, "It's just a bruise, mate." And I was like, I somehow just fucking believed him, and I looked at him, I was like, yeah, it's just a bruise. And I remember going home and literally tore my fucking MCL in half. Got like I was out snowboarding for like, I was out of snowboarding for like 2 months. I had like a knee brace on. Mate, I was in agony. Like, I rang my mum and dad crying like, I want to come home so bad. Oh lad, I was
just a bruise, mate.
It's just a bruise, mate.
That would have sent me. I still would have carried on. To be fair, every time I heard myself, I still carry on anyway.
But I was fine. I felt fine. I was like, yeah, do you know what? I was all stretched out, and I got home, put my leg up, and it was literally huge, my knee, and I was like, oh shit.
Probably the fucking adrenaline going through and believing Ruben.
Yeah,
Such a believable character.
He's such a believable phrase. Do you know what? It's just a bruise. I was like, yeah, I'll fucking carry on if it's just a bruise.
But yeah, so when was that then? Like, what year was that? Like 2 years ago?
It was quite a while back. That was before COVID times.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna say you're still having issues with your knee now, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm still in agony with my knee after that fucking guy told me it was a bruise.
About 6 years ago then.
Yeah, like because I didn't do physio, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they fucking told me there was like, you need to do physio to build strength back in your knee. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then I remember going home, and one of the girls who we lived with was like a deep tissue massageist, and I told her, I was like, I've done my MCL. She's like, oh, you need to do this, and I was like, yeah, well, fucking whatever. And just didn't do it, but like, I regret it so bad.
Made it so much worse.
My knee's gonna be fucked the rest of my life because of that cunt who said it was a bruise.
Imagine you see him in like near future start chasing him.
But he wasn't even foreign. Like, he put on this voice, and he was from Essex. He was from Essex. He was completely English, and he was just like, "It's just a bruise, mate." He said it like that, and then just fucked off. So I had to go because otherwise I'd have been stuck in the fucking snow.
Fucking hell.
Mad guy, him.
Man, anyway, speaking about snowboarding, obviously. Well, for one, you don't like gin, so stop drinking
thirsty because you didn't want to get a brother a drink.
Bro, you should have brought water from the well.
I told you, the fucking bouncer wouldn't let me bring it through. You misses. Go on.
Fuck!
The bouncer, you misses.
So should have let him go to the toilet.
Oh yeah,
she's in the bath.
Yeah, but and I'm just give it one of these ones.
Just give her one of these.
Don't mind me, Jane.
Just pissing while she's like,
Jane, don't mind me.
But I've completely lost my train of thought now. 1 second, and I'm taking a hiatus.
Did you
just clearly looking through the fingers.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh, Zach, you fucking pagan.
Bam. Right, so I've got to recalibrate this because I'm a twat and I've tripped over the cable.
I'm glad you said it.
Right, spiked.
That's the literally only thing he's made clap. But go on, what are you saying?
What?
Leave me out of this. I'm just a paid guest. That's it.
Yeah, you're not paid, and I'm not even welcoming you ever again. So, moving on to next thing, like with injuries and stuff. So, obviously, you've had an issue with your eye.
Yes.
Yeah, talk to me about that because I don't really know much. I know Zach probably knows more than me, but I don't really know much about that.
So basically, I had like a nasty fall on my skateboard trying to do a tray flip in lockdown. Landed on my skateboard at a horrible degree. My skateboard fucked off down the road, and I fell and hit my head. So I had a bit of a brain injury that way.
Yeah.
And then one of the things I've been left with is that my eyes like turned in. Like it used to be fucking turned in. Do you know what I mean? Like I used to be able to just.
I'll put
like,
a picture up here, guys.
I used to be able to just fucking see like this bit, and then I kept having surgeries where like I'd literally go in there, they'd just get like a spoon out the cutlery drawer, and then they'd just pop it out.
Did pop his eye out?
Literally, I've had my eye taken out
Oh,
like
don't-
4 times.
I need a film reference. I've seen a film where they do that. Is that go on?
Like literally, like
Like, could you still
Chain
see?
those to his
Could you
arsehole.
still see when they popped it out and stuff?
I was asleep, but
That was crazy.
if I was
you
awake, 100%. Like
Brother.
Holly's mum told me that she had the same surgery as you, and that she was awake, and the fucking woman who did it had her eye there, and she could see out of it.
could- Imagine.
That's imagine swinging it round.
I
like-
Oh.
Imagine if like you dropped it, and a bit of dust got on it, and you're like wiping it off.
I remember now. I
And you
remember
could
now.
just
Pirates
say
of the Caribbean.
Fucking lolly stick that goes under fucking couch.
Ugh.
Right. So did it like when you come back round? Did it like hurt or anything?
Yeah, so it felt like I had stitches behind my eye in the space that
Fuck.
you've got 4 muscles around your eye.
Yeah.
Then I've had all mine like rearranged and pulled back and to bring my eye how it is now. So they brought it back out quite a lot. I've recently just had like a Botox injection where you're awake for this process where they literally just like inject into your eye, paralyze the muscle, and your eye like turns out.
I've seen that in films, but like when they're putting a needle in your eye, can you feel that shit?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's like
feel that. Listen, I've seen it in films, and they was like,
it's like a pop. So it's like when it gets
Nah.
literally. So when you get through like the first layer, it's like a.
oh.
Do you know what I mean? So you feel that, but they put anesthetic drops in your eye, and she fucking. I was lying there, and she like right, look to your right, and then she was like, "Can you feel this?" And she just like scraped my eye with a needle. And was like, "Can you feel that?" I was like, "Oh my god!" And then she next thing you know, she just fucking injects. It takes like literally 2 minutes, and she's like, "Right, you're good to go." And I literally walked out of the hospital and thought, "What the fuck have I just had done?"
What the fuck? That's mad. That's mad.
Crazy, innit?
How do you still have to go back for like checkups or like
Yes.
more needles?
Yeah, so I'll have to go back for the rest of my life, just like MRI scans, and then like eye measurements and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I can repeat the Botox injection, get it injected. It doesn't hurt at all. It's completely painless, but I can repeat that and give it as many times as well because that literally brings my eye straight.
Yeah.
But because I've had double vision for so long now, I've just gotten used to it. Like I literally just ignore what this eye sees. Like I'm looking at you now and I can just see one of you guys. Like I can completely ignore what this eye sees. So.
What? So the other side you don't see much anyway.
I can. Oh yeah, I can. Like if I close that and look at you, I
Yeah.
can see you clear as day. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like when I look with both eyes,
Only
I
see
know
one.
what the real image is
Yeah.
like.
Oh, I get that.
But yeah,
How's it been living with that?
it's been alright. It feels like I've got 2 girlfriends sometimes.
It's not a bad thing, I
In
suppose.
doggies,
Not a-
crazy.
yeah, literally.
Like double back shots.
Double back shots.
Man.
Man's going.
Fucking jealousy is. But living with it was pretty wild at first. Like it took a while to get used to.
Yeah.
I'd like go to brush my teeth, like fucking pick the wrong toothbrush up and shit, and like literally like go to pick my phone up and pick the invisible phone up if you mean that.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, no, I'm just completely fucking used to it. Like,
I remember we went to play golf at first time, and he was like, "Zach, I'm seeing 2 balls.
yeah, he's there saying like oh, Liam, fucking hurry up.
Just like hit the ball, Liam. I'm stop fucking around."
Like, Zach, I'm just fucking 2 of them. Give me a break. Don't know which is the fucking real one at this point.
Okay, so how did your family able to handle all that? Like you going through that shit?
I've just got a fucking crazy strong family, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Who just had my back all the way through it, even through COVID and stuff. Like,
Shout out, Carol.
I couldn't have visitors or anything like that.
Yeah.
So they used to I used to wake up my dad and be outside and like, so I used to be like a fucking stick insect,
Yeah.
like you were saying before. And then in hospital, like I will literally just, my dad used to bring me pies every morning because like, when I first had the brain operation, I couldn't swallow.
Yeah.
And then afterwards I could. So I appreciate eating more than anything.
Yeah,
so
yeah, sure.
I was like, to my dad, I was like, bring me the pies. My dad used to bring me like 5 pies. He used to polish them all off. Fucking guy next to me used to have like spur yogurts. I'm like, he used to bring them over here. I had like a little deal with a nurse who put the fucking toffee yogurts at the side for me just to bring them every morning. Fucking extra toast and that. I used to fucking eat.
I remember when I first saw you when you come back, and I was like, "Fuck me, he's put on weight."
Yeah, but I'd literally put on like 2 stone in hospital or something. But it did me good because I literally looked like a fucking stick insect. Like the wind used to blow me over. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, mate. Yeah.
What the fuck are you trying to say? Do me a favour, just lift your arms up. Lift your arms up.
It's all gone. Don't you worry. Liam, don't listen to him.
Do me a favour, lift your arms up. Yeah.
Why you busted?
What do you mean,
What?
Get your belly out. Get your belly out now.
Get your belly out now.
Can I ask what the fuck's going on?
No, we're calm. Let's talk. Zach thinks he's bigger than me, but he's not. He's just really
I know for a fact.
a really skinny guy.
I know for a fact that you're just a podgy guy that lives off KFC.
Bro, I'm not at KFC
Since
this year.
Since this year.
Since November.
Mate, your
I've
breakfast.
not had any.
Mate, your breakfast is a wicked zinger meal. Shut your mouth.
I'm not even gonna say it.
Go on.
I'll give you this.
Go on.
No, I'll give you this. What is it, like 5'1"? Pussy ass
There
bitch.
was some serious tension then.
No, we can keep going.
We
it's
can keep
fine.
going all day.
It's fine.
Do you know what? It's mad because with normal people that don't know how actually me and Zach operate, they're like, fucking hell, you hate each other. So I remember when we used to do like events, we used to go in on each other. And
No, he's like this all the time.
customers are still there like, is everything going on?
Are they beefing right now? But yeah, it's literally just a tally system. It's like today, for example, it's like 3-1 to you, and it. So
I'm winning so far. I think I have a championship here. You know?
we basically just go until the other person chokes.
Yeah, gives up.
It's like a rap battle, but
I feel like it's worse on text. We've had some.
Yeah, I feel like it's like weirdly going on now. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you keep talking and you keep talking. Like, you both explain it, but like, say you're just gonna stop first.
We've had some bad ones on text.
Yeah.
I think text we go back and bring pictures up. It's
yeah,
bad.
no, it's gone on for days.
You randomly sent me a picture before of me messaging your mum a picture of my jawline when I was younger.
You what?
And then she put lol.
Lad,
Why the fuck did I send your mum that picture?
like, I was saying before, I was going through like our old chats and stuff, and he'd sent me a screenshot of him messaging my mum. It was a picture of his side profile.
Literally clenching my jaw
Like
to the
this.
point where my fucking molars are gonna break.
And its caption was my jawline, and my mum was just like, obviously seeing it, she just put lol back. I was,
Can't knock me for trying that, can you?
I know.
She used to know what's next.
Shooter's got to shoot, man. You know what's next?
If he
Fuck
only
off.
knew what happened when he was out working.
Listen, Kirsty is a lovely lady.
No, she is.
We
I've
don't
got a
consider-
lot of respect for Kirsty.
Yeah, same here. Well, she actually is a lovely lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, let's keep it that way.
I'll never say anything bad about your mum. Never.
Anyway, so
I didn't even say anything bad.
I've lost my train of thought now. Take over.
Okay. Right, so obviously was going about the whole eye situation and everything's good with it now. You've practically lived with it most of your life.
Yeah, let's lighten the mood a bit. Go on.
Overcome that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I've still got more questions.
Right, sound.
But how did your girlfriend feel about it?
Well, at the time, we got to a stage where like I was like in quite a bad way, and like I could hardly even walk at this point. And then fucking Holly just dazzled into my life,
Yeah,
and then
magically appeared.
she's just fucking next level. Like she's next level.
Yeah, bigger up, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Go on, fucking bigger up
Oh,
now.
bigger up.
fucking-
Go on, Holly.
yeah, I'm trying to get fucking brownie points.
Fucking say it. Say it with chest, man.
Yeah, but she literally came and like even when I couldn't get out of the house and drive and stuff, like she picked me up
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we kissed. It was funny because there was like a time when she was like said to me, she was like, "Do you want to stay at my house?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I stayed at hers, and then I went to kiss her. I'm so sorry about this, Holly. I went to kiss her, and then she like rejected me, and she was like, "Oh, I don't want to ruin our friendship, blah blah." And I felt like an absolute
So
prick.
you was friends at first.
Yeah,
before anything else.
proper friends at first, and then
So she
Hold on a
pied
minute.
you.
Hold on a minute. If he was friends, why the fuck he stopping at her house? Bro, you gotta think
That's
about
a very
this.
good
So
point.
your move is valid.
it is, isn't it?
Sleeping in the same bed.
Yeah,
Did she invite you over?
yeah.
Yes, that's valid.
So we've got
I
one,
went
two.
to her as a tea. I even made tea with the mum as well,
That's valid.
but we're friends.
I feel like she said that to actually see if you actually really liked her.
And then, but the next part of the story is she rejected me. Then 10 seconds later, she literally just snogged my face. Like, do you know what I mean?
Did you go wearing your best undies?
Yeah,
He went nuts.
best ones.
He was commando under the denim.
Yeah. Opposite chafy under there.
Well, that's good though. At least now you've kind of got away from that toxic vibe that you previously had.
The
And
worst.
Now you. The worst.
Absolutely
Tragic. Honestly, it was tragic. Like my mum literally calls her the witch.
Fuck.
I
When your
second
mum's
that.
calling a girl that, you know she's bad.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah. But
Carol's
Yeah.
a wise lady as well.
I remember like seeing her out when I was DJing in Liverpool. I seen her out and she was like, "Are you right?" And I just looked at her. I was like, "Don't fucking speak to me. Like, don't speak to me at all."
Fuck
So-
no. That's good though. Now you've got someone that you can trust who's actually there. for
Yeah,
you.
she's-
That's what
she's
you need in a
sick.
partner.
She's sick.
So now I'm happy for you on that, bro.
Anyway, I'm gonna circle this back a bit. So going back to Ibiza, obviously you'll have probably have met some mad people, met some like celebrities, obviously some big name DJs. So I'm gonna hit this as a double barrel question. Who is like the maddest person you met over there, as in like name wise?
Hopefully
The
I
maddest
know.
person.
Yeah.
Oh fucking hell, that is a tough one. In mad, you in terms of just spontaneous, wild, just fucking.
No,
We're
as in
on about celebrities.
yeah, as in
Yes,
mad. I
celebrities.
mean like status, like
How about the biggest celebrity you've
Oh,
personally
the biggest
met
celebrity.
out your DJing life? You've
Oh.
travelled. Don't worry, I'll carry.
yeah,
it.
you. Yes.
Why did they come out?
Fucking you're lucky I can't throw a kick.
Oh man, I've got some fucking stories about Ibiza, like. But the maddest celebrity I've seen is probably Callum Best was in Plastic.
Who the fuck's that?
I don't know who the fuck.
Do you know
Callum
who Callum Best is? George Best's son.
Oh, I know who George Best
Who's
is.
George Best?
Footballer.
He was like one of the
me out.
best
I'm about to
footballers.
say.
But anyway, he was out and he was just like, he was an absolute prick, to be honest.
I thought you were gonna say it was amazing.
No, he was a prick.
Shout out
like,
Callum Best.
Yeah, guy sucks dick. But like,
Literally, we don't care. Say what you want. man.
literally.
His face.
But he was like, he would take piss out of people like when they come up to him, like, "Oh, you're Callum's Best, like your dad was my idol,"
Yeah.
and stuff, and they'd walk off and he'd be like, he called him like a name or something, and I had friends to slap him outside Plastic once. And then my boss took me into the back. He was like, "You can't threaten to slap Callum Best." I was like, "I don't give a fuck who he is." He just took the piss out of like some person who's walked past. Who's just like give him a compliment. Do you know what I mean? So guy was
Can't
fucking.
slap Callum
Oh,
Best.
yeah.
Guy sucked.
Right, no, okay, moving on to the next part of the question, which was, like, what's the maddest thing you've seen, or, like, the maddest story you've got from Ibiza?
So I'd say I've got two. I've got two meta stories that are on par.
Fire away.
The first story is, so I'm at work, and then me and Jordan take it in turns at DJing. So like he'd jump on for an hour, I'd jump on for an hour,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And then I got talking to this geek.
Wait.
Stay dirty.
Right, carry on.
Oh my god!
Have you seen Daddy Wellness?
No, bro.
Like tricks. and
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Right,
Stay
sorry,
dirty, bro.
back onto
So I'd just finished DJing and I went to the bar and I got talking to this guy.
Mm.
And then he was just like, "Oh, how you doing, bro? You right?" And I was just like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I'm good." And I didn't end up talking to him. Lovely guy, by the way. And then I went outside for a cig and then walked outside and I was just stood there and he came out behind me, but I didn't think anything of it at first. And I was just like, "Oh, he's come out for a cig as well." And he got talking to me and just like, he started giving me weird vibes. You know what I mean? Like proper weird vibes. And then
like, what when you say weird vibes, like, what sort of weird? Like, was he just like a
Mate, he-
strange guy, or was it like
no,
sort of?
he looked nervous as fuck.
Nervous
Like
as well.
all night, he was just really fucking sounding like bubbly and stuff. And,
Yeah.
then he was like, looking, he was like, fuck, like he was so nervous. and then he came up to me, he was like, I don't want to like ruin our friendship and that, like having a good night and stuff. And I look at him thinking, what the fuck's this guy gonna ask me? and then he literally just said, you can say no.
I feel like I know. Go on.
You're a sick bastard, that's why. And then he turned around to me and he was like, if you want, we can go back to mine now. And I'll lie down on the floor and you can literally walk all over me and I'll pay you.
Oh, that's not where I was.
That's easy money, that. I'd have done it.
I thought he was going to say, let me suck your dick.
Looking back to it, I don't know why I didn't do it.
Why did you have to
I was going to say...
First of all, how much was he offering?
He didn't even give me a prize, but I was a little young at the time, so I thought, fuck that. Like, I'm not going back to some random guy's house and walking on him at, like I was only, like, 20 years old. I thought, fuck that. But no, like, with the cost of living and shit like that, I'd have gone back there and I'd have fucking cartwheeled on that guy if I had to, like, literally, like, even, like, I'd be like, yeah, you want me to take a fucking sock off, didn't you? And, like, I would literally have said to him, like, give us another 50 quid and I'll take the other sock off. That was one of the stories, but that getting asked to fucking walk on someone for money, that was weird.
Because I thought he was going to say, let me suck your dick.
I know. And now the other story is, this is just fucking stupid. So me and Jordan have been DJing at Ocean Beach. Mm-hmm. Oh no, sorry, doing a day party. And then we did a boat party, so we've been DJing for like 4 hours already. And then we went to DJ at Ocean Beach. Then we went from Ocean Beach, DJ'd at Plastic, and Plastic to DJ'd at Eden. And then Eden after party, which was, we were DJing until 10 a.m. So we were DJing from like fucking 2 in the afternoon until like 10 a.m. the next day, do you know what I mean?
It's a long shift, that.
Long shift. And then we came out the club. And there was this guy called Mick Willow from Liverpool. He's an absolute fucking legend.
Shout out Mick Willow.
I probably told you.
Yeah.
And we were just like, he just turned around and looked at us, and it was for some reason a good idea, and he was like, let's rent a boat. And I was just like, looked at him, and I was like, let's fucking rent a boat, do you know what I mean? So we walked around to this place with like, this boat rental place, and we got like a crate of Copperberg. I thought, there's no fucking way some guy's gonna let us come on this boat at this time in like skinny jeans or a shirt and all that kind of stuff, and just let us rent a boat at this time. There's no way. I shit you not, this guy literally just chucked Mick Willow the keys. He caught the keys like, and then he just said, so mate, be back in 6 hours.
Fucking hell.
And we just sat off fucking sailing like in this boat. I was in my skinnies and my shirt. Charlie Sparks on the back of the boat. Shout at Charlie. Throwing up like fuck off the back of the boat. Seasick the whole way there. Like, he was fucking green. Like, he was literally like just throwing up all the way. Little do we know as well, we left the anchor dragging along the bottom of the seabed. Right, so when we got... I'll get to that later on. But anyway, we just kept on sailing, like... And then we came to this rock called Esfedra, which is like this monumental rock in Ibiza for them. I ended up like jumping off with, of course, Mick Willow jumped off and climbed it himself, and then I jumped off and followed him to jump off it into the sea. Little did I know, if you got caught climbing that, like, you get put in prison for like 10 years. Yeah, it's like a fucking monumental, like, spiritual landmark. There's like goats on there and shit. So you're all climbing this fucking thing, and there's like goats on the side of like mountains just looking at you. And then we ended up, we thought, fuck it, we'll sail back now. Little did we know, it took us 5 hours to get there. And we're on the boat for 6 hours. So we just turned around and sat off back. We got back, right, and there's a guy just on the fucking pier, like, screaming in Spanish at us, like, what the fuck, like, screaming. And we tried, like, parking the boat, and because we drunk all these Copperberg, like, I couldn't fucking park the boat because I was steaming. Everyone took it in turns to try to park it. We were like smashing it into the rocks and that. And Mick was like, put the anchor down. We'd snapped the anchor off because we set off with it on the floor. So we couldn't put the anchor down, and the guy jumped in his fucking jeans, swamped the boat and parked it ourselves. And then we just literally got off the boat and ran off.
Fuck off.
Mate, that is...
You don't give him any money at all.
We paid like a deposit, and then I think Mick paid it, and then he went into the back to like get out like the fucking bills for the anchor and like the damage to the boat, and then we all just fucking dusted.
It's an insane place to be.
That was wild.
Fucking hell, it's too expensive though, Ibiza. I've never actually been myself, but I
Yeah,
want to go.
Especially nowadays. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
A lot of people go there now just to say that they've gone to Ibiza
Yeah.
now. Like, they're not asked about.
The party inside, actually experiencing Ibiza.
Yeah, they're not asked about that. They literally go there, go to Ocean Beach, fucking hold an orange cup and just to say that I've been there. Whack on Instagram.
The thing is though, with Ibiza, like, I've been I think 4 times now. Like every time I've like linked up with you and stuff. But it's actually like a beautiful island. Like,
Oh mate, in the daytime, like on my first summer, I literally drank every night with that Phil. Every single night. That's why I came out looking like a fucking skeleton. And then on my 3rd season, on my 2nd summer, I partied a little bit, but not too much. And then on my last season, I'd like get up, go cliff jumping. Like we had a smart car over there where we'd like drive to like landmarks, go to like Ibiza town, go to the gym, go for a run stuff, and it was fucking amazing. Like me and Holly want to move there in the future, like live there. Like
really?
yeah, it's fucking amazing.
it is sick.
There's just something about that place. It's like no other place you've been before. There's just like an energy about it. It's insane.
For sure, it's like partying every single day though.
Yeah.
The old town's mad though, like with all
Yeah.
the super yachts and stuff you see.
Yeah, like I think there was like a Prince of Dubai's bought us part there, and it was worth something like fucking $1 billion or something, or like 850 million. We went past Ibramovic's super yacht. He's the owner of Chelsea Football Club, and it's called the Eclipse because when it's on the horizon, it blocks the sun out 'cause it's that big.
Fuck off.
And it's got like 10 floors. It's got like 2 helicopters on it, and we went past this little fucking boat, and I was just looking at it like, fuck. Crazy.
Having that amount of fucking money and wealth.
What would you do with that wealth?
Shit, I'll move countries, mate. I'll go back to Ghana.
You build some roads.
Get cement first, bro.
Yeah.
I built some shit there.
Maybe an extra Welford village.
No, we don't need a well. We've got a massive tank, bro. Get the rainwater in that bitch.
It don't
Then we're
fucking
good to
rain in
go.
Ghana.
Fucking budgeting, innit?
I know. Budgeting, bro. We need money. But
Well-
now I'll move countries.
What would
for
you
sure.
do with that?
I don't know. Probably get like a farm, maybe some sheep. I like alpacas. I'd get an alpaca or 2.
Kind of look like one as well.
I'll take.
Yeah.
I've got quite a long neck.
I'll say that as well, yeah.
Right. Obviously, we're 45 minutes into this now. Minus the technical difficulty.
Whose fault was the technical difficulty?
Well, listen, you're adding time onto it. So I'm the one that's gonna have to edit all this shit. So.
You're the one. I literally say, send it me and I'll edit it. And you don't send it ever.
So, quick fire questions for you now. Right. So I'm just gonna off the cusp. You need to throw some as well. So
Okay, I didn't know we was doing this.
Yeah.
Go on.
this is why we need to brief
Well,
beforehand.
if you came early, this would've
Petrified.
sorted.
No, it's fine. Right. Biggest guilty pleasure.
Biggest guilty pleasure?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. I love lock screens. Like, I have to have, like, you literally look at my phone now, I've literally got about 50 lock screens, like, the most aesthetically pleasing lock screens ever. If you need a good lock screen, just message me after this and I'll send it out.
They're all so high
No,
definition as
so
well.
high definition, like clearer than eyesight definition. I'm obsessed.
What's your favourite sex position?
I'd probably 100% say doggy style.
I respect that.
100%.
Nice.
Says missionary because he wants to see his girls. So
Yeah. I'm all about passion.
Yeah. Passion? Yeah.
Next one. Favorite food.
Food?
Yeah.
Carbonara. Cheesy carbonara, definitely.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Favorite destination?
Ibiza, 100%.
It's
Or Verbier, so I couldn't decide. Switzerland or
So
Verbier.
Ibiza or the snow place. I want to pick which one he will rather go for. Yeah. Listen to
Nice.
the guy when he's talking.
I'd probably go with Switzerland.
Yes.
Yeah, snowboarding.
Sweet.
Dickhead.
Any fetishes?
No, not really. I like being called daddy sometimes. There's no wrong with that. Have you ever been in that situation before?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Feels good, doesn't it?
Right.
Feels good than a
swiftly on-
motherfucker.
Swiftly on your go.
I already had one. I can't think.
I've
of
just
what.
fucking said 2. Come on.
But I feel like you're going off the stuff that you already asked me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cheating. Think of something else.
He's a new
Okay.
guest.
I'm a new guest. Think of something.
If me and Ant were to have a fight, who'd win?
Oh yeah.
I'd probably say him because I've
Racist. Yeah. No.
I've sparred with him before and it literally felt like I've been beaten up by about 15 guys.
Yeah, white on white crime. Cool. I fought with Zach as well, and I twatted him.
I've literally got about.
When's this fight happening anyway? It's fucking been
I'm waiting
in.
for Zach. Zach wanted to do it.
This fight has been in the talk for fucking ages now.
I'll say 3 years.
I will fight in the woods.
I'm not fighting.
He wants to fight in the woods. Where do you want to fight?
in a proper place. Listen, if we moved everything and got some more mats and made it a little bit more, then I'll fight in here.
There's
But if
nails sticking out the walls,
Can
Anthony.
I ask him why you wouldn't fight in the woods?
What the fuck do I want to fight in the woods for?
Crazy.
I know.
It's like a scene of fucking... What's that video game that you like?
Pokemon.
Oblivion.
Oblivion, yeah. Skyrim, mate.
It's like a scene off that. Skyrim.
Yeah, it's not for me.
The woods is the one.
Yeah, I think it is.
about-
I think you should fight in the woods barefoot as well.
What better for?
Don't know.
The soles of your feet are pale, mate. It'd be like neck and neck.
Do you like the
Swat you with one of these videos.
do you like the fucking leaves rustling in like
Yeah.
and sticks snapping and shit?
Yeah, so you'd have to think about your foot position as well. You couldn't just
Exactly.
like charge because you might stand on a sharp stick.
Exactly. Fuck off.
Anyway, so 46 minutes in, Liam, anything you want to say? Any like advice you want to give to people that want to take up DJing? Anyone? Just this is your moment to shine. Promote anything you've got going on. Go.
So, what I would say is just fucking stick to guns. Like if you like
I'll
if
stick
you
to guns.
if you like I'll stick to your guns.
Stick to guns.
Psychopath. But
We're killing.
like if you like if you like a genre of music and you feel passionately about it, even if it doesn't, you don't end up like doing loads of gigs playing that kind of music. Just stick to it and just if you want something that bad, it'll come.
Have you always
100%.
been drawn to house, or would you say your genre is just literally everything?
A bit, I don't know. Like I like underground music more.
Yeah.
I'm really into my melodic techno at the minute.
Super heavy that.
See, this techno is super heavy. The melodic techno is like more like a lot of people say it's heavy, but I just think it's fucking like
It's a little bit more.
beautiful. Do you know what I mean?
It's more like trancey, takes you on a journey.
It's
doesn't
like euphoric kind of sound, but like dramatic. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not even fast. It's like 123 BPM, so it's really chilled. I don't think it's heavy at all. But if you just stick to your genre and your time will come. Basically, that's what I.
it? I know, what a way to finish it.
What a beautiful words from the man himself.
I know.
One part of the Murphy brothers. Happy to
I'll
have you,
come.
mate.
What?
You heard the man that said he'll come.
Listen to the man.
He's gonna come whether you like it or not. Anyway, we've been We Don't Care. I'm Zach. This is Anthony, and we've had Liam Murphy on today. And yeah, that's all for today,
Been a
guys.
pleasure.
So it's always good having you here, my man.
Right, peace.